everyone, this is Jim Ross, and welcome to the 3 Mile Domination podcast. In my car. Try something a little bit different here. I need to start spending some more time in my car. I'll tell you about that project a little bit later. Basically driving around, visiting a bunch of facilities here in the state where I live, here in Utah. And I want to maximize my time as much as possible, so I figure, put the camera up, which is my phone, and take this 3 Mile Domination show on the road. So anyway, it's just going to be the usual, topics that come up, self-storage tips, advice, opinions, all that kind of fun stuff. So anyway, today I'm going out to, it's called Grantsville. It's a city here in Utah, and the owner called me up and needed some help with their auctions. And back in the day, I ran a self-storage auction company called Excel Self-Storage Auctions. Did it for a number of years, and then kind of put that baby to bed to really focus on 3 Mile Domination here. And when he called me up, I've known him for years, so I'm kind of doing this as a favor to him, going out of retirement anyway for with these storage auctions. And it was fun. It was really fun while I did it. It's kind of nice being the ringleader basically for these when I was doing the live auctions. And you get to know the auction buyers, and we did drawings. Had a great following. We had a good time. And they were pissed when I hung up my hat and didn't do it anymore, because there wasn't very many good alternatives here. But anyway, he called me to go out there and help him out, and just want to talk about the importance of auction processing. Thankfully he's called me up because it makes him a nervous wreck doing this by himself. Processing correctly, getting the letters out on time, making sure everything's done correctly. So kudos to him to knowing what he doesn't know or what he's not comfortable with, and seeking me out and asking for my help. And, hold on, coffee break. All is good with the world. That's good stuff. Anyway, for these auctions, kind of want to run it by you real quick as far as just A through Z on what should be done properly, and seek more things out as far as specifics on your liens. Information's out there. First thing what you want to do is go to the Self-Storage Association website. On there, you'll have to look for a little bit, but I believe it's under legal resources. Anyway, you'll find it on the website, and it's going to have your state lien statutes. Okay, print that sucker off. If they also have, it's called if they do it for your state, look and see. You'll see a link there to it as well. It's called like here for Utah, it's a Utah annotated self-storage lien. And basically what it is you look at your lien statute, and of course, it's lawmakers wrote it. So half the time you're reading it going, well, what the hell did I just read? It's kind of open to interpretation sometimes, and I don't know. Seems like some of these lawmakers just should be cut and dry, but they just for kicks and giggles, they think some of these laws are just really hard to understand. So anyway, I really value these annotation booklets that they put out, because what they'll do is they'll have the lien statute. Here's the legal mumbo jumbo you got to read, and then underneath it they'll have it annotated of, okay, this is what it means, this is what you got to do. It spells it out in black and white, so it is fantastic. Print that up, buy one of those, read it, get familiar with it. This is for the managers, this is for the owners, this is for everybody involved. I won't name names, but I really haven't come across very many people that actually do follow it correctly. And it just takes one lawsuit, guys. Just do one wrong sale, piss off the wrong person whose brother's a lawyer, who knows, they're gonna come after you and you're gonna lose. Okay, so do it right. So anyway, specifically here in Utah, let's give me an example here for in Utah. Once you get 31 days late, all right, they're up for grabs. That person can now be their lock cut and processed. And what that means is, the way I do it here specifically, is I document from beginning to end. We find a unit that's late, I get my camera, I start recording. We start cutting the lock. Once the lock is cut, roll the door up. You see what you can see from the outside, and you start taking an inventory. Do not step inside whatsoever. It's not your unit, okay? Take inventory, whatever you can see from the outside. And, you know, you're not sitting there going, they have a trapper keeper in the back, and there's a baseball card on the floor. Not that kind of crap. Stuff that they can, the way the law reads is, if they're reading it in the paper, they don't see their name. They just see the unit number and items that are in it, but they're able to identify that that's my unit, okay? And you need to put that on the lien notice as well, list of inventory. So anyway, you write your inventory down, you close the door. Mind you, this whole time it's it's videotaped, okay? I'll tell you why in a second. Videotape the whole thing, close the door, put your own lock on there. Then you're gonna have these red tags. Yellow tags, green tags, I don't care. I like red. And it has the little tags that are red, that have numbers on them. And the only way, once it's sealed, to get into that unit is you have to break the seal. Okay, get it? So you're recording, put the seal on it, zoom in on the numbers, write the numbers down, and stop. That's your video file. From beginning of opening that unit till the very end, till it's sealed, you have documentation of exactly what went on. Again, back when I had my auction company, I cut thousands of units, okay? And just a lot of numbers. The more people that I'm cutting, the more crazy people you're going to be dealing with that are going to come after you. And I knew that. And of course, it didn't take long. And I started getting the phone calls of, you went to my unit and you broke this, and you stole this, and you damaged this. And it got freaking I said freaking, okay, see? I'm good. I'm PC here. I'm being careful. And until someone cuts me off, then I'll let the expletives fly here. So anyway, they would say, you damaged this, you damaged that. Well, I could send them a private YouTube link to their video of what exactly I did. And of course, never heard from them again. You know, you get the lawyer, oh, you showed me documentation, blah, blah, blah. You do the stuff right, show them documentation, you never hear from them again. Okay, anyway, you got your lock cut, you got that part done. Now you got to notify the customers, or the deadbeats, whatever you want to call them, that are late. Send them their notification, and this is where the lien statute comes in. You want to read that, because there are certain verbatim that needs to be in your notice. Whether that be a time it's going to be sold, the date, the inventory, certain verbiage that needs to put in there. Read it, follow it, okay? If you have any certain questions, there's the legal guys out there that would be more than happy to, give you some advice for a little fee, but it's definitely worth it to point you in the right direction and make sure your letters are done correctly. And there's actually some services out there that will do all of this for you to make sure it's done right. Anyway, they get their notice, and it can be emailed here in Utah. It can be first-class postage, return receipt as well here. Yeah, just check your statutes. And then I like to do 35 days minimum, at least here, after I do the lock cuts, to have the auction scheduled. Okay. At that point, you're a manager. You're on collection duty. You're doing the phone calls, you're doing the letters, I've even gone on Facebook and instant message somebody going, sign your stuff, I want to pay up. And then you get the people, oh, I don't like it. You know. Generally, guys, if this stuff's going to auction, if it's not worth them paying $200 to make good, it's crap, okay? And however, it's still money out of your pocket as an owner, okay? Tell them, pay half, move your crap out. You win, we win, everybody wins. Because more than likely you're going to get more money that way than you will having to actually go to auction. It's just how it works, okay? The whole point of auctions is you're not going to be making money. The whole point of an auction is to free up that unit to get someone that's actually come and pay you money for that space. Simple as that. So tell them, hey, pay half, move your crap out, we'll call it good. If you don't pay, it goes to auction. I guarantee you we're not going to make much out on it, and it's going to go to collections, and this debt's going to haunt you. Your choice. Okay? We'll leave it at that. Fast forward now to you have your auction ad. Again, here in Utah, I have to do it 15 days prior to the actual auction. We have to place it in a newspaper of general circulation. So we have a great paper here that meets those standards. It's cheap. It works. No one reads the frickin' paper, of course, but they will see the posts online. That's where you get your most bang for your buck, is online postings for your auctions. Anyway, so that part's done. Day of the auction. What are you going to do? Live auctions or online auctions? Well, again, as I mentioned earlier, I know I've kind of rambled on here, but it's the way it goes when I'm driving. Just keep talking. I was doing live auctions. Loved it. I actually did. It was fun. However, I saw the writing on the wall when I started seeing the online auctions come out, and from my own clients, from my own sites, storage locations change names. Sorry, distracted. I'm always looking at self-storage sites as I'm driving, and that one just changed names, so interesting. Anyway, I saw the writing on the wall, and I loved online auctions. Tried it, was great. So that's the way it's going to be, and if I don't want to do something myself for my own clients, I didn't want to sell the service of live auctions, so I closed up shop. So for you, what do you want to do? If you're done live auctions, love live auctions, stick with it. Why not? However, I recommend trying it once. Try an online auction for your next auction. Give it a shot, because what I have found. Sorry if you're listening to the podcast version of this. These long breaks you're hearing is me getting my coffee. Anyway, what I found is that people doing live auctions, they like to wait until I need at least 5 to 8 units to make it worthwhile to people to come to me. Well, okay, by that point you're going to have a handful of units that are way past the regular delinquent stage. It should have been long gone by now. Versus you're doing live auctions. Hey, you got 1 or 2 units? Put them through the system. Process them. It costs no more money to have 1 or 2 units go to auction than it does for 10 or 12. Okay? Makes it much more efficient in churning out these delinquent units to free up those spaces. So for that fact alone, I like live online auctions. So yeah, for your next one, give it a shot. I'm not going to recommend any certain one. They're all pretty good as far as what I've seen in the past. And give that a shot. So there's my challenge for you. If you do have live auctions forever, try an online auction your next one and see how that goes. And again, check your statutes, your lien statutes. They've changed tremendously and gotten more lenient over the years of allowing online auctions as a legal auction. But again, check your statute and make sure it's going to work for you. And then, of course, day of your auction. Hey, you got it. Highest bidder gets it. Again, don't have these ideas of grandeur that you're going to make hundreds and hundreds of dollars. You're going to make dollars and dollars. Okay? And it's very, very rarely you actually make your money back on these auctions. And again, go into it with the mindset that is not the purpose. You're not there to make money off of it. You're there to free up that space to allow someone to come in and rent that space that's going to, rent and actually pay you money. Novel concept. So if you have that mindset, you won't be disappointed and be sitting in the fetal position after the auction when you have $55 in your pocket from selling 4 units. That's the way it goes. And let's leave it at that. Okay, good enough. I've rambled on long enough. So, gist of it is, know your lien statutes thoroughly, follow them, and if you do have live auctions forever, why not? Try an online auction, give it a whirl, and see what you like. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. So again, thanks for listening and or watching, and I'll catch you next time. See ya.
Thanks so much for watching. We love to give away free books that will help your self-storage business. To pick up your free copy of Self-Storage Domination, the actions you must take to dominate your competition, simply go to selfstoragedomination.com.